Hello and welcome to the 5th grade parent orientation. In this presentation, we're going to be going over everything that you can expect for your incoming 5th graders to help you prepare you and your families for the transition. Some of the important people to contact to help with this transition will be Christian Zwallen, our school principal, Nadine Avalone, who is our teacher leader, and Kimberly Bonell, who is one of the school counselors in the building. One of the differences between 4th and 5th grade are that there will be more classroom transitions. Students will now be transitioning between a humanities and a STEAM teacher. Humanities teachers are teaching both ELA and social studies, while in STEAM students will be learning math and science. Students will have the same special area opportunities, so they'll be enrolled in physical education, art, music, and library. Students will also be enrolled in RTI, which is Response to Intervention. This is individualized instruction to the level of your student. This could potentially be a third teacher that your student would be working with, or they could potentially have one of their humanities or STEAM teachers to teach their RTI section. Another difference between 4th and 5th grade are that students will have lockers placed outside of their classroom. When lockers are placed outside of the classroom, we also give each student the opportunity to use a combination lock. This can cause some stress for students having to learn how to use these locks. We do offer a locker day towards the beginning of the school year so that students are able to come in, find their locker, walk around to their different classes and through their schedule and practice that combination lock as well as decorate it to their liking. Teachers also are really great about the first couple of weeks of school, giving a lot of teaching around how to use these locks, and of course are very understanding and knowing that transitions might be a little longer due to this new experience added to the students' days. Students are only supposed to go to their locker in between transitions, so therefore at the beginning of the school day, during their transition from humanities to STEAM, lunch potentially, and then at the end of the school day. Like stated before, of course teachers are going to be very understanding that at the beginning of the year they may require more transitions, but they really do try to have students become more independent and increase their organizational skills throughout the year. STEAM and humanities teachers also include checklists above the locker of what students will need to bring to each class just to help with their organization and preparedness for learning. Another difference between 4th and 5th grade is how the grades will be represented on report cards. In 5th grade, students will now receive percentage grades, and homework is also going to be included as a proportion of the student's grade. Entering 5th grade is also going to encourage new levels of independence. Students will be continuing to improve their organizational skills. They will be expected to bring specific supplies to their different courses. For example, having a different folder for their humanities, including ELA and social studies, versus their STEAM class for math and science. Students are also going to be expected to get these materials during their transitions between courses. And again, students will have access to the checklists above their lockers to help ensure that they're bringing the proper materials to each class. In 5th grade, students will also have an increased level of homework. Students will approximately be completing 50 minutes of homework each night. Assignment books should be filled in and brought home just like they did in 4th grade. Another difference in homework is that students will not only have short-term assignments, but they will also be given long-term assignments. So for example, students might have a book report that they'll have a month to work on. While they will work on some of the assignment for the book report during the school day, they'll also be expected to use their own time management skills to ensure that they are getting that assignment done on their own time. Students are also encouraged to continue to foster and grow their self-advocacy skills as well throughout the year. Now we're going to spend a little bit more time focusing specifically on humanities. Our mission for humanities is that humanities instruction will engage students in authentic and inclusive inquiry-based instruction that enables students to make meaningful connections through discourse, empathetic reflection, and critical thinking. Within our ELA curriculum, we have 3 different areas of focus. Our first being our Reader's Workshop. This utilizes the Pearson Reading Street Anthology series, as well as using supplemental novels to build on reading comprehension strategies and skills. We also have a Writer's Workshop. This is where students study many different genres of writing, including memoirs, feature articles, informational essays, fables, and poetry. We also have Language Skills / Word Study. This works on sentence structure, grammar, and word study embedded within the Readers and Writers Workshop. Within 5th grade social studies, students are learning about different cultures, geography, governments and economies of the United States, Latin America, and Canada. During this, we ask students to also consider how and why cultures vary, how geography affects culture, how government balances the rights of individuals with the common good, and much more. Our next couple slides will be geared more towards our STEAM curriculum, starting with our mission statement. West Iroquois STEAM standards-based instruction will blend student-centered inquiry with core content methodology. Students will learn to be innovative, collaborative, and effective communicators through learning that promotes a culture of engagement, perseverance, and excellence. Through the 5th grade science curriculum, the units of study will be matter, Earth and its systems, and stars in the universe. Some of our student objectives will be to strengthen their ability to apply science and engineering practices, master core disciplinary concepts and ideas, identify and describe relationships among concepts, and apply those relationships to observable phenomena. In math, our 5th grade units of studies will include addition, subtraction, multiplication, division of fractions, division with 2-digit divisors, place value in operations with decimals, and developing an understanding of volume. Our mental health team supports students with any social-emotional needs during the transition. This team includes 2 school counselors, a social worker, and a school psychologist. We also ensure that all students are in a classroom that best fit their needs, so we're very carefully placing students within their 5th grade classrooms. If you have any suggestions of student placement, please just make sure you reach out to us as soon as possible, because we are beginning to make those classroom placements as we speak. School counselors have also been pushing into the classroom in the month of May to help begin this transition process for our 4th graders going into 5th grade. This lesson includes a Jeopardy game with the majority of the information included in this PowerPoint as well, so students are able to have a better understanding of what to expect in 5th grade and some of the changes that will be taking place. They also have the opportunity to ask questions as well as get a little tour of the upstairs level, because a lot of our 4th graders have not been able to venture up there yet. If you do have a student who seems particularly anxious about this transition, we also do our best to accommodate over the summer anyone who would like to come in for a tour or a walk around of the building outside of that locker day that was mentioned previously as well. So please just make sure that you contact us, and we'd be more than happy to set up an individual tour to help accommodate you and your students' needs. During 5th grade, students will also have the opportunity to participate in extracurricular activities. Listed below are some of the clubs that were available for students this year, and they include newspaper club, band, orchestra, and chorus, intramurals, chess club, math olympiad, Odyssey of the Mind, ski club, service club, and gardening club. I would expect that these clubs will be very similar next year, but sometimes they do slightly change. Because of that, we will always send home a list of the clubs that will be offered at the specific time of year. That way you and your family can go about preparing for the transportation to attend these extracurricular activities. If you have any questions or concerns about this transition, please feel free to reach out and contact us at any time. Christian Zwell and our school principal's email is included below, as well as our phone number. And we look forward to welcoming your 5th graders back to school in the fall.